If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Blue Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yardage situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Patterson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Haynes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Now on the option. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Now
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Duke. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Kane. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incomplete.
It's a seam wide open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Play action. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking for the quarterback, they're trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Back to pass, it's Kane. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Lots of running room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Blue Devils will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Can't get him to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. Because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's King. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the air, using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal coming up. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Look out, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's Haynes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And that last carry pays off with a C note, already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Blue Devils are in the hurry up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Third down play from the gun. On the run, fires downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Crosses the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in this...
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. There's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Kane. Looking left. Pulls it in. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this...
Turning it on! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safety.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Pulls it in. It's Rivers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Kane. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Trying to find the end zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
38-10.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Nice man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Second down coming up.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.